Okay, hi everybody. I guess I'm gonna do my first makeup tutorial. I don't really consider myself a professional or guru or any of that stuff. I just enjoy makeup and putting on my makeup, which is something obviously I try to do every day. Some days it doesn't happen that way. But this is dedicated to my cousin Tony, who has just shown me so much support and has asked for this. So here we go. I'm going to start you guys off with basically after I wash my face, all the things that I do when I'm trying to get ready. First thing is obviously super important, sunscreen. And this is the Basha. I found this at TJ Maxx for like $4 and I was like, Basha for $4? All right, I'll take it. It's just a broad spectrum SPF 15. I'm going to get that all over my face. Super important because obviously I have already tons of sun damage. You know, I was really scared about doing something like this because anytime you are on the internet without makeup or just in general, it's a lot, like, to put yourself out there like this. And the blog has been just something I do for fun, and it's not necessarily something I'm, hoping to make a career out of. I love that, but I'm just kind of winging all this. So, okay, this is the Chanel. I talked about this in my last blog post, one of my favorites. It's the Hydro Serum, my Hydro Beauty Serum, and you put this on, obviously, before your moisturizer, and it is amazing. The lady, when I was in Los Angeles, I stopped into Saks and got a pair of shoes I've been dying for my entire life, and I stopped at the Chanel counter because I wanted to get one of their new lipsticks, and I've been kind of looking and trying to try out different kinds of foundations lately, which we'll get to in a minute. And she showed me this serum because I was so dry when I was in California, because here where I live in Oklahoma, it's humid all the time, so my skin tends to enjoy that. All right, oh, sorry guys. This is the Clinique. It's the Intense, Moisture Surge Intense. I use this just in the mornings or before my application, my makeup application. It has a sticky feel to it, so it can act as a primer. But it's super moisturizing, and I really like it. I don't really like it at night because then, like, it's kind of sticky, but I do like it in the mornings when I'm putting on my makeup. Okay, so there's the skin, I guess the morning routine. Am I even in focus? Here we go. See what I'm saying, guys? I'm not a professional at this. Alright, so today I decided I'm going to break out the Naked Heat palette, which I got, gosh, I've had it for like 2 months. I don't know, maybe a month. I don't know. I don't remember. I got a sneak peek email from Urban Decay, and they told me that it was exclusive just for the day you could get it, so I immediately purchased it. And frankly, I'm not a palette person. I mean, I like the individual shadows. One of my daily shadows, hold on, I gotta get my eye cream here. One of my daily shadows that I use is the MAC Woodwinked, which is like the perfect, like, everyday shadow that I like to use. It's just easy and it's neutral. So, okay, and this is just, I don't even know if Estee Lauder makes this anymore. I got it as a sample. It's the Revitalizing Supreme, the Global Anti-Aging Eye Balm. It's not the Revitalizing Supreme Plus, and I haven't been able to find this, but anyway. All right, so we're all set to go. So I've been trying out this new foundation by Unique, which, okay, anyway. So I've been trying out this new foundation by Unique. It's the Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation, and so far I'm really liking it. I'm still trying to kind of get is it going to focus? Probably not. I'm still kind of trying to get a feel for it. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what I think until I've used it enough. But this is basically, I guess I need a mirror, right? Okay. It's basically a serum foundation, and so far you really don't need very much, okay? And I put it in the areas I need first. And today I'm going to use the Beauty Blender with it. I've been using my Sigma F80 Kabuki to try it out, and then I like to try other methods too, just to see what works for me. Obviously the Beauty Blender is going to provide less coverage because it's a wet sponge. So, I mean, it just depends on your preference. I like a full coverage just because I have a lot of acne scarring and hyperpigmentation and sun damage just from not really caring when I was in my 20s. Okay, so I got that blended out on the forehead, which is like the best part of my face. Talking about foundations, I am like super picky. Can y'all still see me? Like I'm doing this and it's fun. I'm super picky about my foundations. So when my cousin told me she liked this, I knew, just because her and I are so similar in our makeup like needs and wants. I know that she likes the full coverage, and I know she's not going to steer me wrong. And so far it is exactly what she said it is. And I really like it. I have weird skin. I have dry patches everywhere, but yeah, I'm still fairly acne prone, just hormonal acne, and a lot of acne scarring that I always try to get as covered up as possible, but in a natural way. I mean, I don't like to have cake face. I know on camera this probably doesn't look like it matches me very well, but it does. It's almost a perfect match. And I wear the shade Taffeta in this foundation. Okay, so I'm good with foundation. I'm gonna move on to concealer. I've really been liking this LA Girl Pro. It's the, what color is this? It's the Peach Corrector, which I like to use under the eyes because if you look at the color wheel, anything on the opposite side is gonna counteract. So oranges obviously counteract blues, which is what is right here in these corners, usually for most women. So I like to put this just mostly under my eyes and in that little area right there. And then for just like correction or spots or basically all over the face, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in 2.5. And I just, need your mirror again there, Dara. And I just put on the spots and you can cover it up real lightly. And next, I have to do a powder. I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Medium Plus. And it just kind of, it's just a regular powder here. And I use the Kabuki because I'm a weirdo and I like a lot of coverage, like I've said. And this kind of, it doesn't really give a matte. Obviously, it's a natural skin finish, which hence the name. But it provides more coverage for me, and it's almost a near perfect match for me in the summer. So if I am wearing a foundation that's a little bit lighter, this will tend to help that out a bit. Okay. This is the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Color, and I have it in number 30. And this has broad spectrum SPF 15 in it too, but obviously you're not gonna, I mean, you can put this all over your face. It's a light enough bronzer. That's one of the reasons I like it, is it's subtle, but it still gives my face color. And so that's basically what I need it for. And you can use the cute little Chanel brush that it came with, or I'll grab my this is one of the Chanel powder brushes. It's just a regular old brush, and I'll just use this, and I use it around my temples. And you guys, I just washed this brush, so it's probably gonna have a little bit of, see how that just gives me just a little bit of color and a little bit of contour around my forehead, but it's subtle. Like if you see it close up, you're not like, whoa, that girl's wearing some bronzer. You know, like it's just subtle, and that's why I like it. And it comes in different, you know, shades, obviously shade variety. So, and then if you really want, you can take a bronzer, just kind of right there in your cheekbone, and then I just blend it up. I don't like a harsh contour unless I'm like going out, or which never happens, what am I saying? But like at night, like if I'm going out or something, then I'll do a contour or I'll do a highlight. But okay, so I'm just blending out my blush so it doesn't look so, hey, what's up? You have blush on. Okay. Another sweep over. Okay, and then you guys, this is where I usually like will stop and I will set my face. And I use multiple like makeup setting sprays. My favorite, obviously, just like everyone in the beauty world, is the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is just a leftover sample from when I went to Los Angeles, or not sample, but a travel size bottle. I need to buy a new big bottle, and I douse myself in some makeup setting spray. Okay, so we're gonna move on to brows. And I have weird brows. I have a lot of scarring from something, I don't know what, and they can be a challenge some days, but you know, you just kind of have to go with it. Okay, I just bought this yesterday. This is the Goof Proof, the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil in shade 1. And it was so funny, whenever I was there yesterday, when I was at like Sephora and I was looking at, like, because I needed a new brow product and I needed to get some more pomade that I usually like to use. And there was this mom and daughter there, and they were so cute. And the mom kept going, I don't know, I don't use this stuff. And they were like looking at brow products, and probably for her daughter, who I would say is probably, I don't know, she was maybe 14, and she had the most spectacular brows, you guys. Like, hi, like, I love you, can I have your brows, please? So they were there, and she was like, I just don't know, I don't know. And they, like, for 20 minutes, I eavesdropped on their conversation, and finally she was like, we just need to ask someone. And I was like, I can help if you'd like. And so I kind of helped them like figure out all the different kinds of brow products, because I get, for someone who doesn't use brow products or doesn't need to do their brows or just chooses not to, I can understand how it would be really, really overwhelming to walk into a Sephora and go, okay, we want to do our brows. Like, I get it. Because you've got your pomades, you've got your gels, you've got your thin pencils, you've got your triangle shaped pencils like I'm using right now. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. So I just kind of helped them, and I felt really good, because not that I'm, you know, a professional or I know a whole lot, but it felt good to like help someone in, you know, this little beauty world that we all love to be a part of. Browsing with, I use this, it's the NYX tinted brow mascara in blonde. Okay, and this helps, I think, after you spoolie through your brows, or if you've done a pomade, or you've done a powder, or you've done a pencil, or whatever. I spoolie through and just try to make them, you know, try to make it blend as much as I can. Like I said, this brow hates me. And then after I do that, I'll put some of this in, usually, if I can get it open. I'll put some of this in, and it just kind of gives it a softer look. Just makes it look soft. See, like, it just kind of softens it up, like, because it's a lighter color than my natural brows. Whoa, product overload, Dara. Okay. See, and now I gotta spoolie back through that because too much product got out. This palette, it's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this shade right here. It's called Sauce, and I'm just gonna buff that all into my crease with my Sigma E40. Okay, itchy nose. Okay, so I have hooded eyes, and as most of my family would say, they're beady. So it's really hard for me to get a good crease going or to have real good separation of color on me just because I have hooded eyes. So one of the tricks I've learned just over the course of watching a bunch of beauty gurus and, you know, YouTube tutorials and stuff is I need to bring the color higher on my eye. And that's going to give my eye lift. It's going to make it appear like my eyes are bigger than they actually are. And it's going to make it look like I have a crease. Okay, because I mean I have a crease, it's just way down in there. Alright, you see, and I'm not really being like super precise, I'm just, because we can clean up later, can always clean up, but what I was saying, you just, you know, I'm not being too precise with it, I'm just kind of getting it up in the crease, because we'll come back and we'll blend later. Right now, I just want to get some color on there, and I know on camera it probably looks crazy, but I promise you it's not. Okay, so next I'm going to take an even more tapered brush, which I have, let's see what I have here. This is the brush that came with the palette, okay, and I'm going to go into He Devil, which is this shade right there, kind of a terracotta-ish color. If it's not appearing that way on camera, that's the color it is. Just take a little bit on my brush, and now I'm going to really get into the crease, the crease I have, the really deep set crease I have. I love these cranberry reds, like it just, I have green eyes on some days and some days they're hazel, and so I really like to play with the reds. I just think it makes my eyes pop. And then with this ashes color that's in here, that's kind of like plum, it makes my eyes pop, and I love it. Purples always make a green eye. And like I said, we're gonna clean up this edge later, okay? With some concealer, I'm gonna go back in. All right, go to the other side, really get in there. Kind of just, and I don't like to go all the way in on my crease, just because it can drag the eye down for me with my hooded eyes. This color, you guys, is so pretty. It's probably not coming off that way on camera. I'm in my bathroom, so I'm not like a professional here with like ring lights and umbrella lights in a studio or anything. I'm just hanging out in my bathroom doing my makeup while my sun naps. Okay. So see, it just kind of creates a little more depth. You can see that. And then the key here for any eyeshadow, this is one of the reasons I love the Urban Decay so much, is you gotta blend, okay? You don't want any harsh lines or edges or anything like that. Alright, so now then what I do is I just take a clean blending brush. Let me grab this. This is the MAC 224, and this one's clean. And so I just blend. Probably going to cut you out a little bit here while I'm blending because girl likes to blend. Let's see, what color do I want to... Well, let's go ahead and go in with some ashes. And I'm going to take a pencil brush for that. And this is the Sigma E30. I find for me, this is the ashes color. It's this purple. Oh, sorry guys, I'm like blinding you with the mirror. It's like this plummy purple. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to put that in my very, very outer V. Just to kind of give me some depth. And I'm going to go above my natural crease for this because of my eyes, because I have hooded eyes, so hooded lids. So I'm gonna go above, just so that color doesn't disappear on me, because that's basically, if I just put it in my regular old V, you're not gonna see it, okay? So we're just gonna put that in there. One of the things about this color I don't necessarily like at least, and this is just my experience, it looks so gorgeous in the pan, and then you get it on your eyes, and it just kind of, I don't know, like the plum doesn't come off as much on me. Maybe I'm just not blending it right, or I don't know. Like I said, I'm no professional at any of this. But the plum doesn't necessarily, like it doesn't come off purple. And that's, I mean, but it does, it's dark enough that it will deepen that V for you. Get you a little bit of shadowing going on. And like I said, I bring mine up. See how I'm bringing it above my crease? Just a little bit more. Just because, whoa girl, look at that. Okay, that's a makeup no-no, okay? See, we all make mistakes. Now I have to even out the other side because it got so much over there. Oh yeah, you guys, this is real life right now. Okay, all right, you guys. Okay, so I kind of fast forwarded you because holy, we needed to just basically blend that. Okay, less is more. You can always brush here. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Lumber. It's this color right here. Am I pointing to the right one? Yeah. It's this light, shimmery, it kind of looks, I don't know how to describe it. It's like pink orangey, I guess is the best way to describe it. And I'm just going to put that on my lid. I can get a little shimmer going. It's hard for me, guys, because my lids are so, because I have such hooded eyes. Like my, look at me, I have like brush hair everywhere. My eyes are just, like, it's not like a color's gonna pop on me just because I have hooded eyes, you know? It's not like, anything I put on my lid really isn't gonna show up very well. See, because once I open my eyes, you really can't. It's only really when I look, you know, down. Okay. So, the shade right here. You guys, I gotta get a video lens. Right now I just have my photography lenses, my picture lenses, my stills. I need to get like a 50 mil lens if I'm gonna continue doing this. Oh, I don't know. Whatever kind of feedback I get, we'll see. Obviously, as I move along in doing this, I'm more comfortable. When I started out, I was shaking, but I feel good, you know? It's just like I'm talking to myself or you guys, talking to a friend while I'm doing my makeup. Okay. All right, so last thing I want to do is basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take kind of a clean brush and I'm just going to blend the crap out of this. Make sure there's no harsh lines. Blend, blend, blend. But these colors, you guys, in this palette, oh, they're so pretty. And I'm sure, like, you could go, eventually there'll be a dupe palette out for this. Like, Makeup Revolution will make a dupe palette for this, or, I'm sure somebody. Because these are like, I feel like these palettes, the Naked palettes, are kind of the most duped. Just because they're so, you know, they're so wanted. Estee Lauder double stay in place, the Double Wear Stay in Place eye pencil, tried and true, let me tell you. And I have it in Burgundy Suede. And I wear this color with almost every eye look I have, like I said, because I wear a lot of warms anyway. But this, to me, this color, the Burgundy Suede, really makes my green eyes pop. And I know one of the biggest rules for making your eyes look bigger, which is one of my problems. You guys, I have brush hairs all over my face. One of my biggest problems, or one of the biggest things they tell you not to do, is to put liner in your waterline if you have small or beady eyes like me, because that makes your eyes look small. it doesn't really exaggerate them or make them look bigger, but I'm just gonna say this is just my preference. I feel like I look best with a with my waterline line and my tightline line, which the tightline's, you know, that the top, the waterline. So I always put it right there in my waterline, always, and then I kind of bring it down into my lashes, and then I do the same thing up top. I just kind of smudge it because I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna smudge it with a brush. So I just apply it, and then I'm gonna take, let me see what I got here. This is one of the things I got in my Nordstrom Anniversary Sale haul, that MAC kit I got. So I'm just gonna take this, and then I'm even gonna take some of that Ashes color, and I'm just gonna kind of like set that liner. And then on the top, I'm just gonna smudge. I'm gonna take that Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just gonna smudge it. Okay, so a few more things. We're gonna do our Chanel volume. Like I said, I love it. I love the way it makes my lashes look. But gosh, by the end of the day, it's just all up here on my lid. I've also tried using the Estee Lauder, the little black primer with it, thinking that would help too, but it really hasn't helped it from like smudging. Okay, and I'm just gonna tell you guys, I am not clean when it comes to my mascara application. I make a mess, but as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna show you what you can do to clean it up. Like, I just don't care because my lashes are so long. Like, I just coat, you know, get them on there, get the mascara on there, and then once again you go in after and you clean it up. One of the like tips and tricks, another one I've learned just by watching other beauty, or not other beauty gurus, because I'm not one of them, is to let it dry. Okay, if you get mascara underneath your eye or on your eyelid or wherever whenever you're applying it, let it dry. If you let it dry, that's the best thing to do, because the first thing, I mean, your first instinct is to go, oh my gosh, and to do that, well, you're gonna smudge wet mascara everywhere. If you let it dry, and then, like I'm gonna show you in a minute, just take a Q-tip and just kind of, you know, rub your Q-tip on it, it just flakes right off. And I'm gonna wear basically my favorite lipstick of all time. It's the Rouge Cocoa Shine by Chanel. It's the color Boy. And I got this in Chicago a few years ago when we were there at Christmas time. It just adds, like, it's barely their color, but let me tell you, it's easy. It's easy. To me, and that's really what I'm looking for in an eye color. It's just, or I mean a lip color. It's just ease. I just like it. I think it's super pretty. Okay, you guys, my camera and my battery is about to die. But anyway, so here's the look. Let's add a little bit more blush. Hopefully I have some time. Where did my blush brush go? So if my camera dies, there you go, you guys, see? Okay, anyway, I hope that you guys liked this, okay? And this is just me being me. I'm just putting on my makeup for the day. This is, once again, just dedicated to my cousin Tony, because she said, please do a makeup tutorial, I want to see it. So, sis, I love you, and this was a lot of fun for me, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And, if you did, let me know, and I'll kind of keep doing them and doing my thing. And, I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily know what I'm doing. I don't think really anybody does. But, I hope you have fun, and I will see you later. Hope you like the look.